Morning, everybody. It's a brisk January morning, and actually the sun's out, which is nice. I thought about trying to start the diesel up and I decided I didn't have enough time. That's a whole nother story, another video, another day. But today's a driving video yet again, and today we're talking about creativity and inspiration, because those are the two most important things when it comes to doing what we do, which is video, film, directing, all that stuff, because you can learn the skill. The skill is the easy part, because all you gotta do is watch videos or get a book. You can learn or teach somebody how to use a camera, how to light, things of that nature. But how you use those tools, that's the key. And I gotta be honest with you, sometimes, a lot of times, I find it really hard to get inspired, or you know, the creative juices, they kind of disappear for a while, and I attribute that to getting into a little bit of a rut, which can be easy. I go and I work in LA quite a bit and stuff, but I've chosen not to actually live there and not to go pursue other people's films and things like that. I kind of keep it closer to home. I try and do my own stuff where I have more control over my schedule, my time, things of that nature, because I feel like my family is the most important thing to me and my art is the second. Now, the good thing is my hobby is my art, it's my job, so I feel very fulfilled most of the time. Coming back to the inspiration and the creativity thing. Now, excuse me, my mic's all getting all screwed up there. Here's the difference. Not the difference, here's the thing. It does get kind of hard when you do the same routine over and over again, and take the kids to school, come home, you know, go to the office, do the work, things of that nature. So anyway, enough about the negative side of things, but so how do you, in your life, how do you keep the inspiration? How do you keep the creative juices flowing? Now, in my quest to always better myself, I like to read a lot and try and educate continually educate myself. You know, when we were in school and stuff, they were always making us read things, they were giving us lectures, and so you're always able to kind of experience new things in your life. And as you get out there in the world with your job, or you know, just getting into having to pay for things, you end up not having time in your head to do these things. So anyway, long story short, I think it's important to continue to try and better yourself, educate yourself. So one of the books I want to recommend is How to Get Ideas, and I'll put a link to that. But it's a really cool book, and basically what it talks about is how to minimize the monotony, how to, because good ideas are only compilations of old ideas. There's nothing, you can't generate an idea out of the blue. It has to be a mesh of two things that already exist. So if you're out there doing the same things every single day, talking to the same people every day, listening to the same music every day, you're never going to be inspired to do something different, do something new, do something that's outside of your experience. So in the book he talks about he drove to work a different way every single day for like a year. One of the things I like to do is when I listen to music, as much as I hate maybe rap or some other kind of, I don't know, I take it back, I don't hate anything. As much as I don't choose to listen to some types of music, I force myself to sometimes, just so I have a different experience. And so the different synapses in my brain are firing, things of that nature. I always try to do different foods, driving to work a different way every day. That's kind of hard to do when you only have one freeway to work with. But I could be trying that, you know, trying different things every day as I go about walking. Maybe I park and walk a certain way. All it basically is giving yourself new experiences every day to base inspiration off of. Here's an experience really quick. I just did a pitch for some corrective eye LASIK surgery places to do some commercials for them. And I don't need glasses. I've never had glasses in my life. Well, I take it back. I had astigmatism once when I worked as a recording engineer, and I couldn't see the screen because it was just exactly the right way. But it wasn't like I needed glasses. I could still work. So anyway, I've never needed glasses. Now my wife, on the other hand, she needs glasses in a major way. And so as I'm trying to do this pitch for a corrective eye surgery place, I have no experience to base it off of. So yeah, I went and talked to my brother-in-law who has glasses, always had glasses his whole life, my wife, some other people I knew have had glasses, and said, okay, what are some of the touch points that that you find to be really frustrating about glasses and why you'd want to have LASIK eye surgery, and then how about the fears you have for LASIK eye surgery. Now that was great. I got to a lot of good information, but still kind of from the outside. So to take it one step further, what I did was for a little while, I took a pair of my wife's old glasses, and they're pretty powerful, and I put them on, and I wore them around for a while. Now, eye doctors might say that's a bad idea, it hurts your eyesight, but the experience that I was given and what I received from that was a really insider look of what my wife has gone through her whole life, is this frustration of not being able to see unless you're in these exact perfect circumstances. So from that and the interviews that I did with people and that experience myself, I was able to build and be inspired and come up with some creative ideas to pitch to this company, and they really like the idea, so that's great. So I have to actually go to the office, and that's where I'm going now, is going to storyboard that stuff. That's a whole different process. So anyway, I love the idea of creativity. We have to really work hard to do different things in our lives, especially if you have an established routine, to make sure that you're not doing the same thing every day. So one of the things that I'm doing right now is I'm working on this iPhone project. So I've been shooting a lot on the iPhone, because it's convenient. I get things done quicker if I just do it really fast on the iPhone, but I also am building a training course for people to use the iPhone, especially the iPhone 5 and 5S, because the camera is so much better in it. It's still limited. You throw up a real camera against that and it's night and day, but you can do a lot with the iPhone. So as I've been using the iPhone, just limiting myself to using the iPhone for anything that's not paid work, I've really been able to kind of come up with some creative ways and stretch my brain and create new solutions to use this tool. And again, that's just, instead of going back to the tried and true, maybe I pull out the Red, maybe I pull out the GH3 or whatever it is, because I know the tool. Now I'm going to do that when there's other people relying on a certain product, but I'm being creative here. I'm getting to experiment a little bit, and it's really been fun to see what the limitations are, and when I find a limitation, what I can do to circumvent it, or what I can do to make it work, etc., etc. So that's really put some energy back into some of the projects that I've been working on personally. It's really good to try and make sure that you're doing that for yourself all the time, because you can really start to lose your inspiration if you're. And I'm repeating myself now, but that's because I'm driving and talking and trying to be inspirational at the same time. Anyway, what do you guys think? Any suggestions on how you guys are inspired? Is it through music? Is it through people? Is it through looking at, I find that looking at other people's work is less inspiring for me, because I feel more like either A, I'll be copying them because now I have that in my head, or B, it's already been done, so what am I trying to do? I like to take other things. One of the things I like to do is take something from a different medium. So like a painting, pardon me, or a poem, or a photo, and go from there and translate that into some kind of video project, because it's cross mediums and it leaves a lot of room for interpretation. So there you go. There's your car video for this morning. Inspiration, creativity. I love this kind of stuff. I'd like to hear what you guys' thoughts are.